If you watch my channel, you know I'm always on the hunt for the perfect budget laptop, under $300, premium quality, decent performance, and overall good value. And of course, I love the Jumper EasyBook 3 Pro. If you saw my reviews on that, you know why I liked it. And it was quickly becoming one of my favorite budget laptops coming out of China. Well, I recently took delivery of the Teclast F7. It's Teclast's latest offering, giving you a premium look and design, decent performance at a budget price. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is my review of the Teclast F7, a budget laptop that won't break the bank. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, as I have a lot of exciting things on the way to the studio, and of course don't forget to follow me on Twitter to get the latest updates. GearBest sent this over for my unbiased opinion. I'm not being paid or being sponsored by GearBest. Right now you can get it for $299. It's on flash sale at GearBest, and that's for the highest end model with 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. That's a great price for the highest end model. Quantities are limited, so I'd act fast if you're in the market for the Teclast F7. The F7 is powered by the Intel Celeron processor. It's the N3450. It's also known as the Apollo Lake processor, and we've seen this before in other budget laptops I reviewed on this channel. That 6 GB of RAM is DDR3 RAM, and of course that storage is eMMC, but there is a spare SSD slot where you can put your own M2 SATA 3 drive in it. They give you an access door on the bottom. I love that approach. Now I'm really liking the 14-inch display. It has a resolution of 1920 by 1080. That's 157 pixels per inch, and you have a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. Now it seems some of you have gotten the anti-glare display, which is what I have here, and some have gotten a glossy display. So I seem to have lucked out, in my opinion, and got the anti-glare display, and I actually like it. It's not the brightest display, but since it's not glossy, you don't need to have the brightest display. It only gets about 205 nits, making it great for indoor use. But of course, in direct sunlight, if you're outside, you may have some issues. But it's a pretty vibrant display with deep blacks and pretty nice colors, good color reproduction on this. I'm really happy with this display. In fact, it's one of the best displays you'll get on a budget laptop coming out of China. It rivals that of the Jumper EasyBook 3 Pro and of course the Chewy Lapbook Air that I reviewed recently. Now when it comes to the ports, here's what you get. On the left side of the device is a micro HDMI port, great for connecting to a monitor or to a TV. And you get a USB 3.0. I like the fact they put rubber stoppers in their USB ports, keeping the dust out. That's a really nice touch. And it shows the attention paid to the details. I like that. Now on the right side you have a micro SD card slot for storage expansion, another USB Type A, your 3.5mm headset jack, and your DC in to power this device. Unfortunately, there's no USB Type C. That's a bit disappointing. There are 4 rubber feet on the bottom, and of course that access door where you could put your own M2 SATA 3 drive in it. I like that. The speakers are located above the keyboard below the display, and I actually like that placement. You don't see any speaker grills, and it actually sounds pretty good. I actually think these speakers sound better than the ones you'd find on the Jumper EasyBook 3 Pro. Now let's hear them in action to get a sample of the sound. Now when it comes to the keyboard, I like it. In fact, I like it a lot. I like it better than the Jumper EasyBook 3 Pro, which I actually liked as well. Now the key travel is about 1.2 millimeters. It's a bit on the shallow side, but that's okay. These are very comfortable typing keys that give you good tactile feedback. And it's really comfortable to type on for extended periods of use. That's not always the case with these budget level laptops. Now unfortunately there's no backlighting on this, but at the $350 or less price point, I'm not expecting one. Now it has a rather large touchpad, and I actually like it. It uses Windows Precision drivers, which, as you know, I'm a big fan of. I thought it was very responsive. You get some good feedback from it. I thought overall it's really good. Two-finger scrolling was a pleasure, and your Windows 10 gestures worked as advertised. Overall, I'm a big fan of this touchpad. Now when it comes to the battery life, I was actually impressed. In fact, it has a 50 watt-hour battery, and when I did my 1080p video streaming test, I got a little bit over 9 hours. That's pretty good. And with what I call normal use at 30% screen brightness, doing YouTube, Netflix, some Chrome browsing with about 6 or 7 tabs open, and some light gaming, you're looking at around 6.5 to 7 hours, which is actually pretty good. And it takes about 2 hours and 45 minutes to fully charge this device with the included charger, which has a barrel pin connector. It doesn't charge via USB simply because there is no USB-C port. As I said, a little bit of a disappointment. Now when it comes to performance, it actually was pretty decent. Now of course this is not a gaming laptop by any means. You're not going to be doing any AAA gaming. You can do some Windows Store gaming without any issues. Now performance is what you'd expect with that Apollo Lake N3450 Celeron processor. Now it's certainly aided by the 6 GB of RAM as opposed to say something like 4, and the storage speed isn't the fastest in the world. It's eMMC, but it's pretty decent spec for an eMMC. Of course you can put your own M2 SATA SSD drive in, as I explained earlier, and that's something I would do as you get better speeds with that SSD performance. There's a 720p front-facing webcam. Now let's see it in action.
So this is the front-facing webcam on the Teclast F7. It's a 720p webcam, 30 frames per second. You tell me what you think in the comment section below. Do you think this is any good? Now this is what it sounds like when you're on a Skype conversation and you start typing. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is this any good? I think for Skype, for video conferencing, it gets the job done, and that's pretty much what you really need at this price point.
Now one thing I like about the T7, it's its portability and its size. At 2.7 pounds or 1.23 kilograms, it's very portable and very mobile. That's what I like about it. It's a premium all-metal design that looks a lot more expensive than its price tag would indicate. Great build quality, decent looks, nice display, decent battery life, and overall good performance equals a definite buy. I'm going to give this my AMDtech Editor's Choice for the budget level laptop for 2018, making this worth your money. So what do you think about the Teclast F7? Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at my Editor's Choice Award for the under $300 budget laptop, and for good reason. It's got the good build quality, it's got the nice display, it's got decent performance, and it has pretty decent battery life. Now, of course, battery life will vary depending on what you're doing with it, but in what I call my normal use, I got about 6.5 to 7 hours. You could probably get a little bit more depending on what kind of power management you do employ. So keep that in mind. But really, there's very little to not like about this. The build quality is really rock solid. I like the keyboard. I like the touchpad. And again, I love this all metal design. And I love the fact there's no glowing logo. There's no insignia. It's a nice, plain, understated laptop. I can't ask for more. And again, that price is really good right now, $299 for the highest end model, 6 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of eMMC storage. Of course, you have that access door where you can put your own M2 SATA 3 SSD drive. Always great. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, and of course our website, AMDtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew from AMDtech. See ya.